The Midwest Blades also won their first game today by a score of 6-1, so this is the winner's bracket effectively right now. So Zamboni still has a few more passes to do, and then the ladies will be let out for a 3-minute warm-up period. So we'll get started in a few minutes here. We'll see everybody then. All right, just to let everybody know, for this contest, we are kind of back in a hole here in this building. So the signal is not the greatest. Stream may go up and down a little bit. So I'll try to keep it up as much as possible, but there is no Wi-Fi here. So we are just at the mercy of whatever we can get as far as signal is concerned. And I was muted the entire time for that. So if you're just joining us, we'll do the spiel again. Sorry about the dropping in and out. The signal in here is not great because we're back in a hole and the Wi-Fi does not allow streaming. So we're back here. This is the Lynchburg Coyotes versus the Midwest Blades. Coyotes are the away team wearing white jerseys, starting the game moving left to right. The Blades are the home team wearing dark jerseys and starting the game moving right to left. We'll get rolling here in just a moment. The timer has not started for the warm-up period yet. The rest are still getting the nets properly pegged in place. And once they do, we will get, now the timer has started, and we are off in the warm-ups. Back at the end of warm-ups, about 2 1/4 before the game starts. Game start time is supposed to be at 8 p.m. local here, which is 9 p.m. at home for everybody in the Eastern time zone. Oh, no, the referee was still pegging the net over on this side. They started the clock a little prematurely. Net is now pegged, and we are ready to go. Clock running again, 2.5. We'll be back at the end of warm-ups for puck drop. That's going to do it for warm-ups. Teams will get the pucks collected, get their last-minute huddles, and then we will get this game started. 14 minutes on the clock, minute and a half penalties. Referee just got called over to the side by a tournament official for some reason. It was probably because of the ejection last game. Coyotes breaking their huddle. Blades still in their huddle at the far end. Coyotes now breaking their huddle. Both teams getting their starting lineups out for the game. Heller will be starting in net this game for the Coyotes. And we are set to go. Scrum off the opening draw, eventually picked up by the Coyotes. Floated into the Blade zone on the far side. Played by Lambropoulos. That is dumped up the middle. It's going to come all the way down into the Coyotes' end. Picked up by Hamner. She turns to the far side. Played up the middle to Coppolino. Coppolino turns, plays the puck up the near side. Collected by Casaro. Casaro loses the puck coming into the zone. Dumped in off of a defender. That will trickle into the near corner. Blades collect deep in their own end. Puck passed up the far side. Tipped forward, not out of the zone yet. Casaro holds the blue line. She gets dumped on the play, falls down on the puck, now picked up by the Blades. She trips the player, no call by the referee. Poked forward, played back into the zone by Casaro. She sends it to the middle. That does not connect with a white jersey, and the puck gets pushed to the far side. Play on the far side, stolen by the Coyotes. Turnaround shot does not go. Causey gives the puck back to Evans. Evans holds on the far side, dumps the puck deep for Causey. Causey collects behind the goal. Centering feed goes to Evans, and Evans' shot is swallowed by the goalie without a rebound. Draw to the Blade goalie stick side. One back by the Coyotes. Played at the far point. Shot in. That goes wide of the net and into the near corner. Blades get to the puck first. Turn up the near side. Pressured by Causey. Puck played out to the center and out of the zone. Moving into the Coyotes' end. Puck poked away by the Coyotes. Turned up the far side. Played to the middle and pushed out of the zone. Collected by Achapinti, who shoots the puck in. That will rattle around to the far side. Tipped off the boards. Turned back into the corner by Ballinger. She loses the puck there. It rolls back to the point and out of the zone. Stolen by the Blades. Tipped forward. That's going to drift in on net, and Heller is just going to dive on top of it and cover. .12:07 left in the first period. Draw one back into the corner by the Coyotes. Blades send it towards the middle. Poked to the top of the circle. Shot blocked by Heller. Follow-up poked free. And now played out. Coyotes up the near side. Cross-ice pass doesn't quite connect. Now picked up by Larrabee. Larrabee's centering feed doesn't connect. And the Blades will push it forward. Tipped out of the zone. That is dumped behind Marshall, who has to turn around and collect. Marshall deep in her own end. Pressured in the near corner. Marshall sends the puck behind the net to the far side. Coyotes collect there. Played out the far boards. Stolen by the Blades. Tipped back to the boards and now poked out to center. Jones dumps the puck ahead. That's going to go just wide of the goal to the near side. Larrabee with a little bit of a slash. Wins the puck in the corner. Gives the puck to Whaling. Whaling gives the puck back to Larrabee. Now dropped to the point for Kyle. Kyle's shot is well wide of the near post. Puck played back deep by the Coyotes. Chased down by Whaling. She knocks the puck to the half boards on the near side. Kyle steps forward, runs into Whaling, but gets the puck. Cuts to the middle. Tries to weave through. Puck is in the skates. Collected. Shot by Jones. Does not make it through the bodies. Bounced into the far corner. Jones wins the battle there. Centers it to the middle. Shot by number 6 is blocked and then covered by the goalie. 6 is Casaro. Still learning everybody's name. So excuse me if I get something wrong. If I do miss something, if I miss an assist, please just put it in an email afterwards and I can correctly attribute after the fact. Draw to the Blade goalie stick side. One back into the corner by the Blades. Wrapped to the near side. Kyle races over to hold the boards. Can't get to the puck. Played out. Knocked free by Coppolino. Coppolino drops the puck back to her defender. Played up the near side. Intercepted by the Blades. Played to the middle. And now intercepted by the Coyotes. Turning to the near side. Coyotes out of the zone. Losing the puck coming over the blue line. Blades back into the Coyotes end. Played to the middle. And only white jerseys there for the loose puck. Puck played up. Swept ahead. Intercepted before it could get to Casaro. Dumped in. And Kyle will slow things down. Kyle behind her net. Played up the near side. Tipped forward. Held in at the point by the Blades. Dumped back up the near side. Played now by Hamner. Hamner plays the puck up. to Evans. Evans out of the zone. Puck dumped ahead, and Evans will chase. Puck knocked away from Evans, back out to neutral. That's going to roll all the way into the Coyotes' end, where Heller plays it into the corner. That's overskated by Ochpenty. Played back to the side of the net. Ochpenty picks it up behind her net and steps around to the near side. Ochpenty overskates the puck, and now picked up by Causey. Causey up the far side into the blade zone. Holds, drops the puck for Ballinger. Ballinger can't get a shot away, and the Blades will step away. Play to the near side. That was out of reach of the forward. It will go all the way to the bottom of the circle. Knocked free by Ochpenty, swept back into the corner. Blades player gets dumped in the corner. Picked up now by the Coyotes. Outlet pass initially blocked, now bounced to center. Picked up in the middle by the Coyotes, played into the Blades end, dumped in as it was 1-on-4. Blades behind their net to the near side. Puck pushed out of the zone. That goes between the players' legs. Broken up, coming over the blue line, and picked up by Marshall. Marshall forward. She loses the puck coming over the Blades blue line. Holding there. Coyotes get back on side. Played forward for 12 is Larrabee. Larrabee's shot goes over the goal. Play on the far side, picked up by Larrabee. She moves behind the net, tries to cut to the front. Goalie gets her stick down. Puck in the blue paint. Dug out, hammered on net, and that trickles just wide after bouncing off of a couple of stick blades. Played in the far corner, dropped back to the point by the Coyotes. Coyotes step up the far side. 39 walks to the front, centers, and that goes through the blue paint to the near side boards. Collected now by Marshall. Marshall pressured in the corner. She rattles the puck to the far side. Blades will collect there. Outlet pass blocked, bounces to another Blades player. Broken up coming over the blue line. Knocked free and now collected by Marshall. Marshall retreats into her own end, runs into her own player. Plays the puck forward on the near side for Larrabee. Larrabee out of the zone, gets her pocket picked by the Blades. 24 for the Blades, turns just inside her own blue line, back forward into the Coyote zone, stepping wide on the far side. Holds at the circle. Centering feed misses everybody and collected by Kyle. Kyle tips the puck forward out of the zone. That is going to go all the way down for an icing as no one was on the receiving end of that pass. 7:28 left in the first period. Draw will be to Heller's glove side after the icing. Draw one back by the Coyotes into the corner. Kyle tries to play it forward through the bodies. Puck gets held in at the point by the Blades. Dumped into the far corner. Puck knocked free. It will bounce towards the blue line. Held in by the Blades. And then pushed out of the zone by Whaling. Whaling knocks the puck into the Blades end and then goes to chase as the forecheck. Puck played behind the net to the near side. Lembropoulos steps forward, knocks the puck back deep. Puck played away from her into the near corner. Pressured by Whaling. Puck played up the near side. Kyle holds the zone. And now Larrabee gets shoved off the play and then runs into Kyle. Puck bounces into the high slot. Knocked back deep, but it goes straight to a Blade stick. Blades up the near side, bounced off the boards. That's going to go on net. Heller steers it to the side. Played up the far side. Pushed to the middle, and now the Coyotes will exit the zone. Whaling up the far side into the Blades end. 1-on-3 with some help to her right. Whaling floats that in. That goes over the goalie and into the near corner. Played there by the Coyotes. Dropped back to Ochpenty. Ochpenty to the middle, and fan on the tip attempt by Casaro. Puck played on the far side. Casaro holds the zone, dumps it back deep. Played now in the corner by Hamner. Hamner plays the puck behind the net. Chased by Casaro in the corner. Battle there, tipped back deep. Blades pick it up, dumped back up to the near half boards. Ochpenty does hold the zone initially. Keeps the puck in. Played by Coppolino. Coppolino drops it back, and that's going to come out to neutral, where Ochpenty chases it down. Played up the near side boards, picked up by the Blades. Dumped in. Blades were offside, had to go back and tag up, giving Ochpenty a chance to collect. Ochpenty up the far side. Pushed out of the zone. That was behind 18 is Evans. Evans now into the zone on the near side. Curls around the defender. Cuts to the front. Shot on net. Blocked down and then cleared out of danger. Follow up. Pushed wide to the near side. Now dumped behind the net. Evans to Coppolino. Coppolino gets the puck knocked away from her on the far side boards. Battle in the corner. Boynton shoves the player off the puck. Now drifting free. Collected. Can't get any shot away. Played now by Boynton. Boynton to the middle. Played in. And then tapped in on the back door. Evans is going to score off of the feed from Boynton. And the Coyotes score first with 5:03 left in the first period. Draw knocked back by the Coyotes, picked up by the Blades first, battled just inside the Coyotes' blue line. Blades step forward, moved to the middle, knocked free by the Coyotes. Played to the blue line, held in by the Blades, tipped deep up the near side into the corner. Collected now by Marshall. Marshall behind her net to the far side with some speed. Marshall curls around one, moves around a second, recollects the puck, and cuts up the ice on the near side. Marshall pressured coming into the zone. She takes three players with her. Puck dropped back to the point. Held in briefly, and now dumped deep into the corner. Blades collect the puck behind their net, played up the far side away from Larrabee. Pushed up, knocked out, stolen coming over the blue line, picked up by Jones. Jones steps around the defender, falls down on the play, can't get a shot away. Tipped towards the middle, that's blocked by the Blades. Puck left there, still in the slot, pushing and shoving. No one can get a stick on it. Now played out by the Blades, who will move up the far side of the ice. Played out the middle now. Moving around Hamner, played into the zone, pushed to the middle, knocked free into the bottom of the circle, and now tipped to the inboards. Collected by the Coyotes behind the net, stick lift there, puck left behind. Collected by Hamner, who turns back to the far side. Hamner up the far side, pass up the middle. That will collect with Larrabee, or connect with Larrabee. Larrabee into the zone. Pressured, she's got some help behind her, drops the puck off, but Hamner was turning the wrong direction. Blades play the puck across ice to the middle, and now skate out. Broken up coming over the blue line. Whaling shoved off the play. Puck knocked into the Coyotes' end. Fan on the outlet pass. Kyle over to collect. She knocks the puck to the far boards. Chases it down. Puck knocked deep by the Blades. And now collected by the Coyotes. Coyotes up the near side. Floated forward for Larrabee. Larrabee across. That is partially tipped, but connects with Jones. Jones collects and dumps the puck deep. Larrabee forward on the far side. She blocks the outlet pass. Tries to center. Gets the puck lifted off of her stick. Bumping on the far side. Turning back to the middle, shot from the slot is off of the goalie's face. That was, I believe, Jones on the shot. Puck played in the corner. Tip behind, collected by Ochpinti. She plays it forward, and that is knocked free by the Blades, who will get out of the zone. 2-on-1 developing, puck dumped in. That is going to go on net. Heller sticks it into the far corner. Knocked down, puck left free, played forward by the Coyotes. Tipped past the forward and out of the zone on the far side. Blades collect in their own end. Lofted over the defender. Puck still at center. Collected now by 27 is Lembropoulos. She can't get a shot away. Dropped back to the far point. Held by 39. She steps into the slot. Moves in. Shot is over the goalie's glove and in. What was the number on that jersey? There's no numbers on the sleeve, so I have to wait till I can see the back of her sweater. That was 39. 39 is Boynton on the goal. And the Coyotes now have a 2-1 lead with 2:15 left in the opening frame. Scrum off the draw. Puck eventually hammered forward by the Blades. That bounces off the near side boards all the way to the end in the Coyote zone. Played behind the net to the far side, turned back to the near side. Bounced off the boards. That goes straight to a Blade stick. Bounced back into the corner. Pressured on the near side. Shot from distance is scooped up by Heller on the bouncing puck, and she will hang on to that one. They counted that as a shot on goal, so we're going to give it to her, but that was not on target. Actually, they show 5 shots on goal. I don't think I have that many saves recorded. Draw to Heller's glove side, one back into the corner, picked up by Kyle. Kyle floats the puck past the forecheck to the far side. Played up the middle of the ice and moved out by Casaro. Casaro trying to get around the defender. She runs into the defender, takes a shot. That is on net, and then fanned on the far side. Play still in the zone. Drop to Kyle. That was behind her. Second effort, tipped towards the net, and then bounced wide. Kyle races in, recollects the puck, moves behind the net. Wraparound attempt goes through the blue paint to the near side boards. Picked up by Evans. Evans behind the net. Turning. Shot is off the goalie. Play to the near corner. Puck pushed up the near side. Shot up the middle. That is going to bounce off of the forward out of the zone. Kyle dumps it back in. And the Coyotes tag up on the delayed offside. Play to the near side. Coyotes miss the forecheck. Stolen at center. Moving into the zone is 33. She tries to step around. She falls down, gets a shot on goal, and the goalie will freeze the play. 33 is Causey. Draw to the Blade goalie's glove side. One back by the Coyotes to Ochpinti. She gets the puck knocked off her stick. It drifts out to center. Blades jump on the loose puck first. Racing into the Coyote zone on the far side. Turnaround shot is off of a leg. Played back to the middle. Poked free by the Coyotes defenders. Now tipped up the near side. That comes out to center. 99 for the Blades. Slows it down. Dumps the puck to the far side. Shot up the far side of the ice. That will get past everybody and go behind the Coyotes net. Ochpinti up to Evans. Evans pressured on the near boards. Puck held there. Played towards the point. Held in by the Blades. Tipped through the Blades' legs and out to center. Blades control at the blue line. Played up the near side. Racing ahead is Evans. Evans hammers the puck into the Blade zone. Puck hits the referee, slowing things down. Battle in the corner now. Puck dumped behind the net to the far side. Kubiliak couldn't hold on to that. Puck drifts just over the blue line, and that is going to do it for one. End of one. Coyotes up by a score of 2-0. We'll be back after the break. That's the end of the first intermission. Team switching sides for the second. Coyotes in white will be moving right to left, and the Blades in, that's really a dark blue, will be moving left to right. "14 fresh minutes on the clock, and we are set for, Coyotes still had to get their defenders out. Now we are set for period two and ready to go. Puck controlled by the Coyotes. Jones turns up the far side. She runs into a Blades player. Puck knocked off her stick. It's collected by Ochpinti. She hammers it forward for Jones. Jones runs into the Blades, and the puck is sent to the near side for Larrabee. Larrabee into the zone. Play on the overlap. Puck gets dumped to the inboards. Pushed into the inboards. Puck left there. Now pushed behind the net. Collected by the Coyotes. Coyotes move the puck to the far side. Top of the circle. And floated. That was off of a leg and bounced out to center. Whaling sends it up the near side for Larrabee. Larrabee overskates the puck. She gets it knocked off her stick into the Coyote zone. Coyotes across to the far side. Puck shot up the far side. That's intercepted by the Blades. Knocked free by the Coyotes. Kicked into the zone briefly. Knocked immediately back out. Play to the near side for Kubiliak. Kubiliak into the zone. Kubiliak centers, and that's going to go all the way to the far boards. Overskated initially by Ochpenty. She gets run into in the corner. Puck controlled by the Blades. Dumped up the far side. Held in by Jones at the point. Jones steps to the middle. Puck knocked off her stick, and she falls down on the play. Puck knocked out to center. Played by the Coyotes. Ochpenty dumps the puck deep, and the Coyotes go for a change. Puck played up the near side. Intercepted by Whaling. Whaling cuts past the defenders on the near side. Curls the middle and shoots and scores. Tight angle shot by Whaling, unassisted off of the steal. And the Coyotes are now up by a score of 3-0 with 12:37 left in the second. There was not much room on that one, but Whaling found a way. Strum off the draw, hammered to the near side. Stepping forward is Hamner. She steps into the zone, shoots. That is blocked by a leg, doesn't make it to the goal. Played to the near side, picked up by 30. 30's shot is blocked by the goalie, who then jumps on her rebound and freezes the play. Sorry, the sweater was a little hard to read there. It was tucked into the pants. Draw to the Blade goalie's stick side. One back. Hamner holds. Shot is not on target. Bounce to the top of the circle. Blades pick it up and play it out of the zone. Blades moving up the middle of the ice. Played to the middle. That was behind the forward. Coyotes collect the puck and move out of the zone. Coyotes up the near side. Back in. That is Evans. Evans' shot is gloved by the goalie, who will hang on to that. Draw to the goalie's stick side after the catch. One back by the Coyotes to Hamner. Hamner's shot blocked by a leg. Blades skate out of the zone on the near side. Blades up the ice, curling to the middle. Dump deep. That's intercepted by Kyle, and it drifts wide of the net. Played up the far side for Evans. Evans to the middle. That's collected and a 2-on-1 developing for the Coyotes. Coyotes into the zone. 2-on-1. Shot is off the far pipe, or the near pipe, and in. That was 33 on the shot. That was Emma Causey with the goal. And it is now 4-0, 11:39 left in the second. Draw one to the near side. Coyotes jump on it first, played forward into the zone. That's collected by Casaro. Casaro pushed behind the goal line. She centers, stepping to it. That is tipped on net, but it doesn't quite make it. Played to the far side. Blades collect. Cross-ice pass blocked by the Coyotes. That is bounced forward and then hammered deep into the zone. Blades collect at the far side of their net. Pressured now by the Coyotes. Played up the near side. That is tipped out of the zone, and the Coyotes will settle it down at center. Coyotes retreat into their own zone. Pressured by number 26. Puck now passed to the far side. Pushed out the middle. That was off of Casaro. Tipped deep into the zone. And that was not icing for some reason. Played up the near side boards. 39 curls with it at the side of the circle. She steps towards the middle. Centering feed. Misses everybody. Goes into the far corner. Coppolino races ahead to it. She plays the puck through the referee, then gets bumped off the play by the Blades. Blades outlet pass is blocked. Drop pass doesn't quite make it. Second effort gets it to the point. Dumped up the near side into the corner. Shot up the near side boards. That's held by number 39. Tipped towards the slot. Played at the side of the circle by Whaling. Whaling behind the net. Top of the far circle. Moving into the slot. Curling in. Backhand shot is blocked by the goalie. That was Larrabee on the shot. Played behind the net. She collects in the far corner. Centering feed misses Whaling. Bounced to the high slot. And then hammered out of the zone, but intercepted by the Coyotes. Coyotes up the far side. That was slowed down by Whaling. And the puck bounces back to her on a fortunate bounce. Whaling into the zone with Larrabee. Pass connects and scores. That is going to be Larrabee from Whaling, making this a 5-goal game with 9:51 left in the second. I know technically there are secondary assists, but to be completely fair to everybody, I'm doing good if I can remember who made the pass beforehand. So 1 assist is all you're getting. Draw 1 to the near side. Played forward by Larrabee. She holds at the blue line, plays it up in the middle for Hamner. Hamner into the corner. Hamner still battling there. She drops the puck off. Collected by Whaling. Whaling turns out the blue line, gives the puck to Ochpenti. Ochpenti's shot doesn't make it through. Second effort tipped wide of the near side. Played to the near boards. Tipped into the corner. Shoveled deep, collected by Larrabee. Larrabee gets run off the play. She will recollect in the far corner. Larrabee holds. Moves up the far side. Puck knocked free. Held in the zone by Kubiliak. Played out the far side. Ochpenti gets dumped for her efforts. Bumps the player back. Has to be careful with that. They may not call the first one, but they often call the retaliation. Puck still in the zone. It's at the top of the near circle. Now pushed to the point and out. Blades up the near side. That lead pass is blocked. Puck played to the near side boards where it will be collected by Ballinger. Ballinger to the far side. Played up the middle. Tipped forward, but straight to a blade stick. Recollected by the Coyotes. Cutting to the middle. Dropped off. 30 shot is in the net. She found the top corner over the goalie's glove, or over the goalie's blocker. Reset. And the Coyotes are rolling. 6-0 now with 8.5 left to play in the second period. Puck collected by the Coyotes, played into the blade zone. Dumped deep by Ballinger. Puck rolls around to the near side, knocked off the play. Pass across, shot is in the goalie's equipment, and she will hang on to that one. I believe that was 33 on the shot, but I'm not positive. Goalie is... It looks like an equipment malfunction, not an injury.
She's taking the puck out.
Oh, the puck was somewhere in her equipment. So they've now dug the puck out. Draw to the goalie's glove side. One back by the Coyotes. Dumped up the far side boards. That will rattle all the way around to the near corner. Played up the near side. Held in by Hamner. Blades intercept. Get the puck back to the point. Hamner shovels it forward. Blocked by the Blades. Collected by the Coyotes. Turnaround shot from the circle does not go. Play on the far side boards. Looks like 2 aside, 3 aside. Puck now kicked free. Pushed into the corner. That is Evans in the corner battling for it. She shovels the puck ahead. That is intercepted by the Blades, but can't get out of the zone. Knocked forward. That gets behind everybody and out where Hamner will control at her blue line. Hamner turns to the far side. Cuts past the defenders in the middle. The lead pass was in the skates of her forward and now dumped in. Coyotes going for a change. Blades control in their zone, moving up the near side. Cross-ice pass, bounced off some bodies. Kyle back to collect in the far circle in her own end. Kyle behind her net. Shot up the far side. I think she was aiming for the players coming off the bench, trying to get a too many men penalty. Puck dumped up the far side, held in by Coppolino. Coppolino shovels the puck ahead, bounced forward by the Blades, held in by Kyle. Kyle cuts past one, moves to the circle, shot is off the goalie, and then she will fall on the rebound and freeze the play. 6:51 remaining in the second. Draw one to the middle. Shot is just wide of the far pipe. Played up the middle of the ice. That bounced off of Casaro. Played back in the zone. Poked free off of Lambropoulos' stick. Played towards the middle. That was under a player briefly. Now knocked free. It rolls into the circle. dug at and now dug out by the Blades. Played up the far side. Blades out of the zone on the far side of the ice. Centering feed doesn't connect. Knocked forward by the Coyotes. Casaro into the zone on the near side. Casaro gets bumped into the corner. Puck dropped up the near side boards. Collected by Boynton. Boynton behind the net. Holds. Turns back to the near side. Centers it in front, but that is tipped wide by the defenders. Held in by Coppolino at the near point. Played to the far circle. Shot is over the goal. I didn't see the number on that jersey. Puck held in at the near point by Boynton. Blades jump on the puck and now dump it down. That is going to go all the way down for an icing on the Blades. 5:48 remaining in the second period. Draw to the Blade goalie's stick side after the icing. One towards the middle. Knocked forward by the Blades. That will get out of the zone at the far point. Coppolino collects, hammers the puck forward, just misses her own bench. Blades collect behind their net. Pressured by Larrabee. Larrabee into the corner. Teammate played towards the front. That doesn't make it to the front of the goal. Play up the near side. Collected. The Coyotes are going to the penalty box here. Whaling is going to go for an interference call. So this draw is coming down to the Coyotes end. Draw will be to Heller's glove side to start this penalty kill. Puck controlled by the Coyotes. Shot off the glass, and that touches the netting, and we get a whistle. Draw again to Heller's glove side. Puck knocked forward. Poked towards the blue line. Held in by the Blade. Shot from the high slot is in the legs. Now kicked out. Blades recollect. Turn back into the zone on the near side. Blades up the near side. Pushed into the corner. Kubiliak holds the puck there. It's shot behind the net. Larrabee over to the far side. Puck bounces to Coppolino, Ochapinti, and she shoots the puck down. No icing on the PK at this age group. Play in the Blades end in the near corner. Jones pressuring. Puck played to the far side. Jones almost gets a stick on the outlet pass. It is blocked by Larrabee. Larrabee holds and now turns into the zone. Oh, no, does not turn into the zone. She took one too many moves. Puck knocked free and now collected by Kubiliak. Kubiliak into the zone. Steps around the defender's tight angle shot. Goes over the goal and up the far side. Played by the Blades. That was behind the forwards. Now collected and moving out of the zone. Blades up the near side. Dumped into the Coyotes end past Larrabee. Collected now by Ochapinti. Ochapinti floats the puck up the middle. Collected by the Blades at their blue line. Blades play the puck up the middle. That was out of reach of the forward. It will go all the way into the corner where Ochapinti dumps it ahead. Jones hammers it off the board. Held in by the Blades at the point. Jones gets the stick on it first on the far side boards. Puck dug out by the Blades. Played towards the middle. Hammered forward. That was off of a skate instead of out of the zone. Bounced to the near side. Shot is blocked by the legs of the Coyotes. Now played out, and that is going to do it for the power play. Played to the middle. That was behind. Still out of the zone. Blades will settle it down. Played out of the middle. Pushed into the Coyotes end. Chased down by Ochapinti from behind. Evans gets a stick on it. Blades play to the high slot. Turn shot. Gloved by Heller and then sticked out of danger. Play rattled hard around to the far side. Collected by Evans. Evans slows things down in the far circle. Played to Ballinger on the near side. Ballinger one-on-one into the zone. Cuts to the near side. Gets the puck poked off of her stick into the corner. And then she gets run into for good measure. Play on the near side. Pushed up by the Blades and skated out of the zone. Blades get the blue line. And that bounced behind Heller Luckily, that gets played out. Are they going to call the too many men?
I think it's called offside.
Oh, no, they just called offside.
I didn't see it offside, but we'll take it.
I don't think that puck went back into the zone, but the ref called offside. We get a whistle, and the drop will be just in front of the Blades bench. Draw one back by the Coyotes. Kyle hammers it forward out of the zone for her forwards. 3-on-2 developing. Coyotes into the zone. Puck knocked off of Casaro's stick. Collected by Coppolino. Back to Casaro. Casaro behind the net to the near corner. Casaro still with puck. Centering feed intercepted. Bounces to Coppolino. Coppolino can't get a shot away. Coppolino in the far corner. Dumped behind the net to the near side. Shovel to the front. Tipped on net by Casaro. And that is smothered by the goalie, who hangs on to it. 2:20 left in the second period. Draw one to the near side boards. Collected by Hamner. Hamner forward. Played to the middle. That's hammered out of the zone by the Blades. Intercepted by Kyle. She dumps the puck in. Coyotes tag up. Puck rattles all the way to the near side. Huge collision on the near side, but the puck comes out to neutral. Played forward on the near side. Coyotes just now back out on side. Play stolen by Lambropoulos. She goes into the zone in the middle. Drops the puck to the middle. And Hamner jumps to it. Played towards the net. That does not make it through the bodies. Puck gets bounced into the corner. Play up the far side now. Blades sweep it forward. That will come out of the zone where Kyle will settle it down. Kyle pass one defender into the zone. Kyle in the middle. Moves in. Shoots. Blocked by the goalie. And then turned back towards the net. Play goes just wide off of Jones's shot. Puck shot in, and the goalie will grab that one and hang on to it off of Whaling's attempt from the far point. .122 left in the second period. Draw one back by the Coyotes. Turning with it, puck played up the far side, poked to the boards by the Blades. Pushing and shoving on the far side. Puck still in the bodies, now dug out, knocked back into the bodies, pushed towards the point, and that's tipped through the defender. Coyotes dump the puck back in on the far side. Tag up, Blades will collect behind their own net. Play to the near side, that bounced off his stick to the high slot. Tipped forward, and that bounces up in the air and out of the zone. Racing back is Marshall. She gives the puck to her partner. Passed out of the zone. Tipped forward. That was behind the forwards. Played by the Blades at center. Blades run into a Coyotes player, now played by Jones at her blue line. Jones turns to the far side. Puck played to the near side boards. Moving ahead to it is Whaling, but she can't get a hold of it. Puck left behind, and racing into the zone is 39. 39 takes a shot. That's going to miss wide of the target. Play on at the corner, bounced up, and that will bounce out to center, where Marshall will collect. Marshall curls back into her own zone, plays the puck forward. That gets to Whaling. Whaling has it in her skates, has to dig it out off the boards. She gets bumped, loses the puck, and the Blades gain the zone. Blades in, shot blocked, and collected by Whaling. That is going to do it for two. End of two. Score is 6-0 to the Coyotes. That's the end of the second intermission. Teams back to their starting sides for the third period. Coyotes in white will be moving left to right. Blades in the dark blue will be moving right to left. Coyotes have their starting lineup out for the third period. Blades still talking to the coach just a little bit. They'll be breaking their huddle soon. Blades now getting their starting lineup out for this third period, and we are set to go. Draw one back by the Blades, played to the near side, pushed ahead, collected, and moving into the zone. Pass to the center, shot blocked by Larrabee. Puck bounced to the far boards. Pushing in, shoving on the far side behind the play. Puck still in the zone. Battle at the far point, knocked to the boards, and now collected by the Coyotes. Pushed out of the zone for Ballinger. Ballinger can't get it to the center. Played on the far side by Causey. Causey gets rubbed off the play behind the net. Puck blocked behind the goal line to the inboards. Ballinger gets a hold of it, and that shot goes just wide. Played to the near side, and the Blades will exit the zone. Moving in, cutting to the middle of the ice, cutting back to the far side. Holding their shot doesn't go through, and now collected by Evans. Evans up the middle of the ice. Evans into the zone, 2-on-3. Evans curls around the defenders behind the net. Centering feed does not make it to a white jersey in front. Blades play it up the far side. Blocked by Evans. Puck bounces to Coppolino. Coppolino gets past one defender. Centers to Evans. Evans' shot is shoved on net and blocked by the goalie, who does not give up a rebound. The clock is running at this point. .12:30 and counting. Draw one back by the Coyotes. Tipped forward by Jones. Chased down by Hamner in the far corner. Puck played away from her up the far side to Coppolino. Coppolino shoulders her way through one. Weaves her way through a second. Plays the puck to Hamner. Hamner in the far corner, played up the far side to the top of the circle. Hamner on her backhand, shoulders it towards the net. That misses everybody, and Hamner will recollect off the inboards. Played behind the net to Coppolino. Coppolino can't get through the defenders. Puck still behind the goal. Players falling down behind the net. Shoved up the far side by the Blades. Blades centering feed is behind the forward, who had to go back and get it. Play on the near side. Held out of the zone initially. Bounced in where the Blades will settle it down. Knocked off the blade stick. It's in the skates. Dug out. That is behind everybody and now collected by the Coyotes. Coyotes up the near side. Bounce to the center. Hamner collects. Moves into the low slot. Shot. Gloved by the goalie, who hangs on. .11:27 and counting in the third. Draw. Eventually controlled by the Blades, who skate up the near side out of the zone. Blades into the Coyotes in on the near side. Tipped past Ochapenti. That goes behind the net. Ochapenti with a shove well after the play. No call by the referees. Puck played into the far corner. Shoveled ahead by Whaling. That hits the ref, who does not get out of the way. Second effort. Played up to the point. Held in by the Blades. That will be bounced to the near corner for Ochapenti. Ochapenti shovels the puck ahead. Kyle bounces the puck off the boards and out. Tipped forward by Boynton, who couldn't hold on to it. Played by the Blades in their own end. Boynton shoves her player into the inboards. Play on the near side. Two Coyotes players run into each other. Play in the corner. Stolen by Boynton. Boynton backhands it for Kyle, but that misses in the middle. Played to the near side. Kicked forward. That comes out of the zone and then tipped past Ochapenti. Puck played deep into the Coyotes end. Centering feed gets blocked. Marshall prevents the centering feed from behind the net. Puck played to the near side. Turned up to the near point. Pass to the high slot. Shot from distance. Beats Heller at the far post. She was just not ready for that one. And Heller loses the shutout on a goal she really should have had. Draw, one back by the Blades. Poked deep into the zone by Ballinger. She goes to chase, pressuring behind the net. Ballinger knocks the player off the puck in the near corner. She gets shoved into the boards for effort. Puck comes free for number 6. Her shot is in the net. And it is again a 6-goal game. Draw, one back by the Coyotes, poked off the stick by the Blades, moving into the zone, played to the middle, collected, and pushed wide of the net. Centering feed doesn't connect, played in front. That shot is blocked by Heller. She got just a touch of it with her glove. Played up the near side, passed out of the zone, and now 31-on-1 into the Blades end. She gets bumped off the play. Puck collected by the Blades. Turning in the circle, stolen by 37. She can't get a shot away. Outlet pass is blocked by the Coyotes. Play on the near side. Held on the near side boards. Outlet pass doesn't make it out of the zone. Dug out by the Blades and now lofted off the glass and all the way down. That is going to go for an icing. Draw will be to the Blade goalie's glove side after the icing. One back by the Coyotes. Played into the corner. Centering feed intercepted. Played towards the blue lines. Blocked away by Kubiliak. She takes a shot. That is off the goalie. Played up the far side. Held in at the far point by Jones. Hammered back to the point. Jones holds the zone. Coppolino turns up the far side. Pushes the puck into the corner. Blades dump it back up the far side. Tipped off the boards, turning out of the zone. Pressured by Hamner. She gets held onto there, and the Blades exit the zone. Blades into the Coyotes end on the far side. Can't get a shot away. Puck played behind the net and left behind the net. Jones battling for it there. She shovels the puck into the corner. Play on the near side. Stolen by the Coyotes and tipped forward out of the zone. Coppolino turns, cuts to the middle, takes a shot, and beats the goalie under the blocker. And it is now 8-1. 6:43 and counting in the third period. Tied up off the draw. Knocked forward by the Coyotes. Played into the zone by Boynton. Boynton curls. Gives the puck to herself on the far side. Now dropped at the point. Whaling takes a shot. That misses well wide to the near side. Play on the near side boards. Marshall in to try to dig the puck out. Now dug out by Ochpenti. She shoots the puck wide, and that will go behind the net. Play on the far side, held in by Kyle. That goes behind the net. Played up the near side. That misses, and that came out of the zone. And that shot was after the whistle. And draw will be on the near dot just outside of the Blade zone. One to the near side boards. Tipped forward by Evans. Evans plays the puck past the defender in the corner. Picks it up behind the net. Curls to the far side. steps in front, gets hauled down, can't get a shot away, and the Blades will collect the puck. Puck played out of the zone on the near side. That was out of reach of Ochpenti, but slow enough where she could get it on the second effort. Ochpenti shovels the puck up the far side. Tipped into the zone, knocked forward by Evans. Evans races to it. She shovels it towards the net. That goes to the near corner. Controlled by the Coyotes. Played to the middle. Coyotes fall down on the play. Picked up by Evans. Evans' shot is off of the goalie. Played back to the near side. Cutting to the front. Shoveled on net by, I believe that was Hamner. And we get a whistle for 28 and counting. Draw to the goalie stick side, one back by the Coyotes. Centering feed is intercepted. Diving back, held in the zone initially, now played out. Pushed out the middle, one-on-one, poked free. Larrabee racing back. Shot is off of Casaro. It stayed in her skates long enough to get behind the goal line. Played out the far side for 37. Hamner into the zone. She runs out of real estate. Puck played up the far side. Turning. Coppolino blocks the outlet pass. Coyotes tag up. Coppolino into the zone. 1-on-4. Moves in. Shot. Doesn't make it through. She recollects. Turns into the circle. Centering feed. Connects with Hamner. Hamner back to Casaro at the point. Casaro's shot blocked by a skate to the boards. And the Blades will collect the puck. Shoveled up the middle of the ice. That goes to Larrabee. Larrabee of the far side. Weaves past one. Nifty turn move. Gets the puck in front of the Blades bench. Now hammered forward by Hamner. Played by the Blades in their own end. Move to the near side. Shot up the middle. Out of the zone. Blades up the ice. Pressured from behind by number 27. Now picked up by Hamner. Hamner gets the puck knocked off her stick. Collected by Larrabee. Larrabee turns up the far side. Dekes the defender and now races out of the zone. 3-on-2 developing for the Coyotes. Into the zone. That should be offside, and it is. Draw in front of the Blades bench with 2:40 and counting left in the third. One back by the Coyotes off the draw. Play to the near side. That was behind Kubiliak. Kubiliak back to her partner on the far side. Weak pass up the middle. Played by the Coyotes at center. Fan on the outlet attempt. Blades collect just outside the blue line. Lead pass is blocked. Picked up by the Coyotes. Dumped across the ice. And collected now by Kubiliak. Kubiliak into the zone. Weaves in the circle. Takes a shot from the far circle and misses the net. Play rattled behind to the far corner. Pushed up by the Blades. Broken up by Kyle. Recollected in the slot. And then shot over the net by Marshall. Play on the far side. Dumped up. That doesn't make it to Kyle. Blades exit the zone. Puck is behind the forward who has to wait for it to catch up. Giving Jones a chance to break up the play. Puck played to the far side. 1:40 and counting. Back to Jones on the near side. Jones kicks it ahead, races to the puck, and can't get to it in time. Puck bounced up in the air. Play to the middle. Kyle breaks up the play. Can't get to the bouncing puck, and 24 for the Blades. Pushes it ahead. Tipped into the Coyote zone. Shot to the middle. That misses everybody. Blades race over to it. Collected off the board. Shot doesn't make it through Kubiliak. Kubiliak in the far corner. She gets pushed off the play. Puck still on the boards. Played back to the far point. Turning. Shot is wide of the net. Collected by Jones. She shovels it forward for Kyle. Kyle tips it off the boards. Held in the zone by the Blades. Play in the slot. Second effort. Shot blocked by Heller. Played to the far side. Tipped forward by Boynton. She can't get it out of the zone. Now collected by the Coyotes. Shoveled forward. Held in at the far point. That shot is off of a leg. Bounced to the near side. Kyle over to collect. Kyle up the near side into the Blades zone. She loses the puck. And the Blades will collect in the low slot. Puck played out of the zone on the far side. 29 and counting. Stolen by Kyle. Kyle falls down on the play. Shovels the puck forward. Blades intercept. Dumped into the Coyotes end. Collected now by Coppolino. Coppolino can't get it forward. Second effort. Knocked free. Coppolino racing back. Play just inside the zone. Now dumped deep. It will go into the near corner in the Coyotes' end. 8 seconds remaining. Puck on the inboards. Coppolino digs it out on the far side. Holds. Played up the middle. And that is going to do it. Coyotes are going to walk away with this a 8-1 win here. We'll get the handshake line. We are playing again tomorrow morning, I think at 11 something local, but I will have to look that up. I cannot see my calendar right now. So we will be back tomorrow morning for the next game, which is, I believe, versus the Lady Tigers.